to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stylez and Rosenberg.
Ebro, Laura Rosenberg, man. We're celebrating the life of DMX, allowing y'all to call up, man, 800-223-9797. Talk about what DMX meant to you. Also, you know, Drag On, Gabrielle Union, Swizz Beatz. You know, Gabrielle worked with him, and they maintained a tight relationship. Swizz Beatz, you know, that close. I mean, that's family. Drag On, too. We're going to hear from them. They put some stuff out on socials that we feel like it's appropriate to let those people who are closest to him share this moment as well. Hot 97, Ebro, Lauren Rosenberg. Who's this?
All right.
It's
Purnell.
What's up, Ebro? It's Purnell, Ebro.
Purnell, what's
Good
going
morning.
on?
What's
Purnell.
up, fellas? What's up?
What's popping?
I just want to tell you, like, X was everything for us, bro. Like, I'm 37, and growing up, like, in that era, like, where everybody was being pretty and dancing, like, X represented the streets. He just kept it real. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was, you know, amazing. Everybody was dancing. X just, you know, X was the voice of the streets. Like, X kept his New York gritty, you know, and we needed that at the time. And it's just sad, like, you know, that he's not here no more. I just wanted to give, you know, a shout out to his Cammy, and we here for you. We here, X, like, you know.
Appreciate that, bro. You know, one of the bittersweet things about when you lose someone like X was that he shared so much. And while we don't have him in the physical and he's gone too soon, definitely, you know, I often in times like this try to focus on the celebration of life and what somebody was able to leave behind for generations to follow. And X left a lot of music, movies, prayers, and just great energy. I want to hear from Drag On right now, because Drag On was talking about how much X meant to him and their close personal relationship.
Man, I appreciate all the love that y'all showing my brother. I'm so sorry I haven't been able to post nothing on my page, because me posting it on my page, it actually solidifies it. And I'm just not ready to do that yet. I just appreciate all the love that y'all showing my brother. He was the one that put me on the map, bro. He was a good dude, like, you know what I'm saying, on a whole nother level. And I just appreciate all the love y'all showing my brother.
Yo, X got alongside Cisco and brought it to the hood. So crazy.
What they want.
Oh, man. Yo, it was the illest, too, because he was like, yo, I remember when I was just, y'all didn't used to laugh at my jokes.
Right.
Now that I'm the dog, y'all want to give me all this attention now.
And whoever made a whole verse with just 6 names?
Never. And it may
16
never happen
bars.
again. Matter of fact, I wouldn't advise you to try this at home either.
Don't try.
Leave that
16
alone.
bars.
That's iconic X right there.
Just names.
Yo, we celebrating the life of DMX. I know you're going to play my Who We Be, though. You know I'm a Who We Be fan.
Yeah.
I need that Who We Be. They don't Who We Be. Yo, we're taking your calls, though. Just want to feel your vibes, man. What did X mean to you? Stories of DMX. Primo, what's going on? Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. I just want to share 2 quick things. So I was telling my homie the other night, DMX, he's one of those few people that can't die, because it's impossible to listen to a DMX song and not feel the energy he put in the song,
man.
and then it be transferred to you. So to me, he'll never be dead. In the physical, he's gone, but his spirit will always be here. And then lastly, I was just dropping my kids off. I had the music blasting, not even full level. They had the nerve to say to me, Daddy, that was real loud. I said, you can't listen to DMX on 2.
Nah, son.
School.
You got to raise your kids right. DMX is max volume.
Little crumb snatchers, but I love y'all. Y'all take care.
Primo, God bless. Thank you for that energy today, man. We want to go to Melissa, friend of the show. Melissa, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? How's everybody?
Everybody's blessed. You had a story about DMX.
Yes, I do. I had the pleasure of meeting him at a car show, 2019, and brought my son to the show. He was at that time he was 21, 22, and DMX took the time. There's people waiting to take pictures. He was like, "Yo, you trying to rap?" You know, to my son, and he took the time. He made people wait for pictures. And he took like 15 minutes talking to my son, and then he prayed with him. And to this day, yeah, man, I've always loved him. And, you know, back in the day when I was in the Infinity J30, blasted him. A lot of people don't know what the J30 is, but I've always loved him, and I even loved him more when he did that for my son. And my son blasts his music all the time now. I mean, from that day on, DMX was his boy, has been his boy. And I just pray for his family and all of his fans, man. We all love him. You know, we all want his kids to be all right, and he'll be missed. We love him. We love him.
There you go, man. That's a beautiful story. Thank you,
Thank
Melissa.
you. Thank you for sharing that.
Man, that'll choke you up right there. That's real tears. Y'all saw the video of DMX on the slingshot with his daughter?
Yeah.
Circulating, man. That had me crying crazy.
Yeah. She was so scared. They were at the amusement park.
Daddy's here.
Yeah.
Daddy's here.
All right, yeah. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. You know what I'm saying? Look at you. What?
Gabrielle Union put up a post and had some words. You know, she worked with DMX on a film too. Well, let's hear that.
Did you know that DMX loves the Golden Girls? And that's a real fun fact.
How do you know this?
Because he watched it in his trailer. There was a dog biting incident with one of the PAs who was sent to go get him for set. And so after a while, nobody wanted to go get him. And so I would be sent to go get him because I'm a dog person. And he'd be like, yeah, have a drink. You know what's the Golden Girls? This shit is funny. We would have a Heineken and sometimes a little Crown. And we'd watch the Golden Girls. And he would laugh hysterically. I also had to do all of his B-roll questions because they were afraid of him. And so I was like, I'm not asking DMX about the cinematography. Like, you know who doesn't care about the cinematography? DMX.
I had a dream last night where, you know, I've been doing DMX mixes all weekend. I had a dream in my head. Last night, the X came down and he was like, listen, I was playing Who We Be. He was like, you better get to the dance. You gotta play the dance. Don't you cut it off before the dance. I was like, yo, I got you, man. I got you.
Yo, X is visiting everybody right now, man. X is visiting everybody right now, man.
Yo.
Wow.
Yo, look, man, we celebrating the life of DMX. Ebro, Laura Rosenberg, we here today, man. Cloudy Monday. The rain's gonna cleanse the spirit and the soul, cleanse the earth. You know what I mean? You see, we're taking your calls, too. We have been anyway. Salute to all the callers. But I wanted to play some pieces of what Swizz Beatz left us on Instagram because, you know, he's very close, still working with X. Yo, and while we celebrate this man's life and legacy, we never want to forget to send love and light and support to his family members and friends, fans deeply affected. But, you know, X left us a lot, man. He left us a lot. I just want to celebrate that man's life. Gone too soon, but celebrate that man's life, man. He's resting. He dealt with a lot, and we're blessed. We're blessed to have experienced a one-of-one human being like DMX.
Right,
here's what Swizz Beatz had to say.
Thank you for all the prayers and the blessings for my brother, the great DMX. My brother was a different type of brother, different type of artist, different type of creative, different type of spirit, different type of zone, different type of soul. I never seen him live his life for himself. You ain't never seen DMX with a Lamborghini. You ain't never seen my brother with a Rolls Royce. You ain't never seen him iced out with no jewelry. He did not care about any of that. DMX was the biggest. He was the biggest because he prayed for everybody else more than he did for himself. He'd get on that stage and pray for 15,000 people, knowing that he needed more prayers than everybody that he was praying for. That man suffered every day. That man suffered from the day that I known him. He suffered. When y'all heard his first song, he was suffering. You know why he was suffering? Because he took everybody's pain and made it his. His humanitarian work should be celebrated. We lost a real giant, but he's not in pain no more. He's not in pain no more. He came to me the day that he left us in my dream. He was watching South Park. I came up from behind him and I hugged him. I seen him smiling, but I couldn't hear him talk. We wrestled. We was play fighting like we always do. And he got up and he grabbed me very tight. And he looked at me and he gave me a smile. which I knew he was okay. I knew he was in a better space. As much as I hated whatever space he was in, that wasn't in our space. And he walked into a room, then I woke up. This man had $30 million writing his music in abandoned buildings. He would give his clothes away. He would sit down with homeless people and eat with them with $30 million in the bank. He cared about no money. He cared about humanity. He was a humanitarian. He did more charity than probably every artist I know. The only difference with his charity is he never talked about it. He just did it on a daily basis. We love you, King. We love you. We love you. We love you. I'm devastated, but I'm happy you're home. Your brother, this big nose, light skin brother you used to snap on, we have fun, man, you know? Love you, King. Long live DMX the Great.
When you really dig into the DMX story, hopefully you can find some motivation in that DMX story. You know, from where he started as a kid to where he went and the love and light he was still able to shine on others despite dealing with his own darkness. You know, if you out there and you dealing with that pain, that hurt, disappointment that life could deal you, you know, hopefully, man, think of DMX, man, and what he was able to do with his life. Yeah. And sharing love and light with others and uplifting others despite, you know, it gave him purpose. And that's probably what he needed. He needed that purpose, something beyond the music. The music was just a vessel, the therapy, the catharsis to write it down. I saw something that said, he said once, like, when he's upset and when he's troubled, he just writes and writes and writes and writes and writes and reads the Bible and writes and writes. And I encourage you, if you out there dealing with something too, do the same, man. Yeah. Do the same, man.
You know what's crazy, bro? We were talking behind the scenes, and I was like, I wonder how much music X was able to complete. Because, we saw that he was working on new music. And Kast One chimed in that he definitely had some records with Pop Smoke, and he has some other new material that's been pretty much ready. When he was with Nori on Drink Champs, he was super excited about his upcoming project and those collaborations. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get to experience that music when the time is right and his family and his team say it's time for us to hear it. Juanito wanted to contribute to the DMX remembrance by saying DMX's dog peed on his sneakers once, but the dogs were friendly.
They were friendly.
They're friendly dogs. In my many times working with and hanging with DMX, you know, some of the more memorable moments that I would share on the radio was the time he was doing an interview and decided he was just going to spark up in the studio. This was in the early 2000s. And everyone sent me to go tell him that he had to put it out. I was like, why I got to tell him, man? Why I got to be the one, man? Y'all tell him.
Was that here? That was that hot?
Yeah, that was right there in that room where Shani's sitting at.
So how'd it go? God. How did that conversation go?
It worked out. He took a few more puffs, but he was like, you know how X is. Oh, I can't smoke. Y'all want my interview, but I can't smoke my weed. You know, all of that. I was like, man, it's a place of business, bro. We can't be just blowing trees. Not right in the studio. But I think the kicker was he didn't care about that. When I told him that the smoke is actually bad for the equipment, that was when he was like, oh, all right. He didn't care about the rules. Dog. He cared about the equipment, And then there was this one time, so I don't know if you guys remember this book. It was a Hip Hop Immortals book. Y'all remember that book?
Yes.
All right, so shout to Janine, J9, what up? DMX, she went and asked DMX to sign her Hip Hop Immortals book. One time he was at the radio station. He had never seen the book. He didn't know he was in the book.
Oh, wow.
Yo, he got mad, was like, yo, they didn't pay me for this, and took her book.
Really?
What?
Yo, took her book, and he's standing outside the radio station.
With her book.
We had to go down and ask him to give the book back. He finally he gave it back though. But that was X though. You know, X is a good dude, but he wanted to stir it up a little bit.
Yeah.
They didn't pay me for this.
Right. That was the vibe back in the day. Like, dudes was bootleggers.
I feel
If
him.
you was a bootlegger, like, nah, I didn't get no money for that.
Nah.
Artists is getting robbed. It ain't gonna be me. Give me that.
Give me that. Well, you know, he robs and I steal.
Right. Not because I want to, because I have to.